Make a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? Second with Trustee Harris. All in favor? Motion carries. We are now adjourned. I call this meeting of the Alvin Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, and this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with Texas Open Meeting Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. And at this time, would you all please stand? We're going to have the invocation by Trustee Harris, and then we'll welcome Shadow Creek High School freshman Natalie Lackey to the podium to lead us in the pledges. And Natalie, she recently earned her Eagle Scout status with her BSA Troop 9483, making the JV soccer team, and has been highlighted this year in being involved in the STEM program at Manville Junior High. So Trustee Harris, if you would give us the invocation, please.
Thank you. Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, fill us with your grace as we celebrate our students' and staff's accomplishments this evening. Continue to remind us that all that we do today, all that we accomplish, is for the greater glory of you and for the service of humanity. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Natalie?
Put your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
So Natalie,
Don't walk away yet.
can you tell us a little bit about your experience? So her brother was here last month, was it? And he made his Eagle Scout, and now Natalie, they're twins, and so she's done hers. So tell us a little bit about your experience.
I've been in Scouts since 4th grade, and yeah, with that troop over there, 488. And I joined the first year that girls could join Scouts VSA, and I started as a Weebelo, and then I worked for 4 to 6 years and got my Eagle Scout this January. I was the first order review of January of 2024, which is cool to me. And then I didn't beat my brother, which is the only bad part. But it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun throughout the last 6 years in Scouts BSA. And yeah.
Congratulations.
Next, we'll move on to the superintendent's report.
Hey, board, busy month, lots of things happening. We had our employee recognition ceremony and on May the 9th to celebrate our outstanding employees. Christine Parker from Pomona Elementary was named Elementary Teacher of the Year, and Vicki Kohler from Rise Academy was our Secondary Teacher of the Year. Also awarded was our District Rookie Teacher of the Year, Sydney Zavala at Jeter Elementary, and Valeria Serrato from Iowa Colony High School. Kim Welch at Passmore Elementary and Jeanette Avalos at Harvey Junior High were named our District Paras of the Year. So congratulations to all of our employees. We had teacher and staff appreciation this month as well, and so we went around and distributed a little token of our appreciation to each staff member last week. And so we leveled up, and thank you for everything each and every day that you do for each and every student across the district. Alvin ISD Education Foundation, we celebrated with them the Winner's Wagon. They delivered over 119 innovative teaching grants totaling over $107,000 to 33 campuses. Congratulations to all grant recipients, and we're excited to see those in action next year. We have our graduations coming up next week. Wednesday will be Alvin High School, Thursday Shadow Creek, Manville High School on Friday evening, but also on Wednesday in the morning at 9 a.m. at the PAC at Alvin High School. We will celebrate our Rise Academy graduates. And then also this Friday, Rise Academy has their 30th year celebration beginning at 5 p.m. on campus. And then finally, our last day of school is May 24th, 2024. And so we want you to have a great summer, stay involved, read over the summer, and get involved in our reading program. Lots happening.
Very good, very good. Next, we'll do student and staff commendations.
Good evening, board and guest. We're very glad that you're here with us today. First of all, I want to start with our greeters because we had some special greeters that were here with us today. And that is Pack 488. And I actually forgot my notes, so I'm going to come back to y'all, okay? Because I forgot my phone over there that had those notes. But so we'll go to powerlifting. So the state powerlifting. On March 13th, Alvin High School, Shadow Creek High School, and Manville High School girls competed at the Texas High School Women's Powerlifting Championship in Frisco. It was an exciting day for the Alvin High School Yellow Jackets as the team finished 22nd place overall out of 60 teams. Congratulations to the following lifters. So Alvin High School girls was Maya Ruiz in third place, state medalist. Also qualified for state from Alvin High School are Valeria Rangel, Natalie Ramirez, Alondra Acuna, and Courtney Kimball. These are your Alvin High School girls. If you'd like to take a photo, you are welcome to do so at this time. A great job.
Maya.
Shadow Creek High
Real quick.
Oh, go
Ms.
ahead.
Burr. Maya, what was your your lift
Your lift.
for your third place state medalist? What was your lift? 445. Wow. 405. Awesome.
Great job. So we'll go to Shadow Creek High School girls. We had Oriana Harper in first place state medalist, but also had a state record that was broken at that event. So That's pretty awesome.
Is Oriana here?
Is-
Ah, do
Okay.
you remember what her lift was?
She had a record for deadlift 320 and bench press, which was 140 if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Well, she's in a different class, right?
Yeah, she's
They
in,
have different weight
They
classes,
have
right?
different divisions now. This is
Right.
quick.
Right.
Awesome.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Okay. Also qualified for state from Shadow Creek High School are Jayla Salmon, sorry. Raya Sebastian. Melanie Morales. Maha Varghese. If you'd like to take a picture, now would be a great time. These are your Shadow Creek High School girls powerlifting. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good
girls.
job.
Congratulations.
Okay, next we have Manville High School girls powerlifting, and we have Michaela Adams. Thank you. Addison Williams. Sierra Eason. Alondra Mejia. And Kelly Hind. So if you'd like to take a photo at this time, you are welcome to do so. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, then on March 24th, Alvin High School, Manville High School, and Shadow Creek High School boys competed at the Texas High School Men's Powerlifting Championship. Congratulations to the following lifters for qualifying for the state competition. We had Alvin High School boys, Jesus Alanis, Baez, and Kyle Suggs. Welcome to take your photos at this time. Thank you. Great job. Next, we have Manville High School boys, and we have Larry Brooks. Larry's all by himself in this, so congratulations. Nice.
You got a good smile out of him, man.
Larry, one more.
One more, yes.
For the paper. Yeah. So Larry, since we asked the girls and you're solo here right now with Manville High School, what was your lift? What were your? 675 for squat.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. Do y'all do bench and? Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
That is-
Wow.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Next, we have Shadow Creek High School boys. We have Ephraim Figueroa, Andre McDaniel, Yves Baum, and Elite Vu. And you're welcome to take photos at this time.
If you've not ever been to a powerlifting meet, it's really interesting to go and watch. It really is. Of course, if you ever need your car lifted off of something, they just pick it up and move it.
It can be helpful.
Congratulations.
Great job. Next, we have HOSA, DECA, Skills USA, TSA, and FCCLA held their state contest this past month. Congratulations to the state winners and those moving on to nationals. And here we go. We have HOSA from Shadow Creek High School, Milan Domini, Abdullah Malik, Nickel Matthew, Sean Prem, Avinash Samputa Kumar. I'm so sorry if I did not say that right. And Ashwin Vijay Kumar. Congratulations to all of you. You're welcome to come take photos if you would like.
We got a ledge back here if you guys want. They got it.
Okay, thank you very much. And next we have DECA from Shadow Creek High School. We have Ava Abraham, Sean Fisher, Arnav God, Jacob George, Celine Nguyen, Sanam Patel, James Rajan, Amani Ranu, and Connor Stevener. Congratulations, you may take photos at this time. Thank you very much. And next we have Skills USA, and we have Rafael Mbundo. He is from JBH and Shadow Creek High School. Richard Verdon from Alvin High School. And David Salceda from Alvin High School. You may take your photos at this time. Great job. We have one more. There we go.
Guys, was this welding or auto, what? Welding for all of three of you? No, what was yours? Construction and welding. Awesome. Congratulations.
Cool. Great job. Thank you. And next is TSA, and we have Haley Kroom from Manville High School. We have Rochelle Maker from Shadow Creek High School. Stephen Thomas from Shadow Creek High School. Daniel Portillo from Shadow Creek High School. And Karthik Komeni from Shadow Creek High School. Thank you. Oh, one more. Sorry. Thank you. Have FCCLA, and that is Peyton Kendrick from Iowa Colony High School. Marie Lena Smith from, Radom from Alvin High School. You may take your photos at this time. Okay, great job. Thank you. And now we're moving on to our staff commendations. So everyone, we are here to commend Emily Hall with Duke Elementary's principal. She received the Texas Library Association's Administrator of the Year Award during the Bluebonnet Award luncheon at TLA's annual conference in San Antonio. Is the best in Texas, according to them.
The best in what?
Texas.
Oh,
That's right.
proud daughter.
Love it.
Congratulations, Emily.
Yes, congratulations. And next staff, our staff, we already know how wonderful they are. But what some of you may not know is that our staff sometimes, well, always goes above and beyond what's needed. And in this case in particular, actually saved lives. And so I wanted to tell you about Chase Scott. So would you please come up? At Hoodcase Elementary, a third grade student began to choke during lunch. The student was unable to breathe, and without hesitation, Mr. Chase Scott, Hoodcase music teacher, sprung into action. He sent Coach Salinas to get Nurse Arias from the front while he performed the Heimlich maneuver. After 3 compressions, the student dislodged the piece of candy she was choking on and was able to begin breathing again. Mr. Scott stayed with the student until Nurse Arias arrived, and she was taken to the nurse's office for an evaluation to ensure that she was unharmed. This was a very scary situation for all involved, but Mr. Scott remained calm and was able to swiftly help the student. So thank you for saving a life. Oh, that is wonderful. wonderful.
You gotta take a picture with the picture.
Miss Summy, you want a picture with him?
You gotta take the picture with
Come
the
on,
picture.
Miss Summy,
Yes, take
come
a
get a
picture.
picture. Oh, she does. Aw, that's awesome.
You need to get up there
With
and
your
get
shirt.
Get up here.
Gotta do it.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Thank you,
Right,
thank you.
thank you. And last but not least is we have Anna Passarella. Is she with us tonight? There she is. I did not see you earlier.
On up, Anna.
So, Anna Passarella, our Director of Family and Community Engagement, was recognized as an Ed Week Leader to Learn From in a ceremony in Washington, D.C. earlier this month. Ms. Passarella, along with 5 other educators from across the nation, was honored for her work in public education. Great job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Sasson, you can come up front like Mama. Come on. Thank you, Anna, for representing Alvin ISD in Washington.
Yes.
DC. Yeah. Awesome.
Great job.
Thank you.
And now I'm going to go back because I had some awesome coworkers here that helped me out and gave me my phone. So I'm going to talk about our greeters for just a minute. So our greeters, if y'all want to stand in a line and wave so everybody can see you. Pack 488 is led by Mr. David McWhinney, Club Master, Dr. Mark Spillman, one of our very own, Club Master-elect, Dr. Carrie McNeil, Den Leader, and Mr. Damon Edwards, Chartered Organization Rep, as well as many other parents are here to attend. We have the following scouts helping us as greeters. When I call your name, if you'll wave so everybody knows who you are. So from Mary Merrick Elementary, we have Jacob Spillman Martinez in the dual language. We have Luke Spillman Martinez in the dual language program. And from Wilder Elementary, we have Madeline Ritchie. And, oh, not here, I'm sorry. And also Samuel McNeil. And from Brothers Elementary, we have Ethan Edwards. From Troop 446, Nolan Ryan Junior High, Noah McNeil. And Shadow Creek High School is Robbie the Den Chief. Oh, thank y'all. Did we miss? And Kyron Young. Awesome. Thank you. So much for helping us out today and coming and volunteering. We love what you do and we're a big supporter of y'all. So thank you because you are of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rice.
Thank you.
Great job, guys.
Parents and students, it's TIF time. If y'all want to leave, you're more than welcome to stay, but we're going to get into some more business. So if y'all want to leave, this is the time to do it.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Y'all too.
That was a good crowd tonight.
That was good, yeah, that was good. Congrats, guys.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Congratulations. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yep.
Bye, congrats.
Hey, how are you? Great job. He does.
We have plenty of seats open on the front too, if anybody wants to come up.
Go. Front row people. That's awesome.
Great. All right, Ms. Nelson, next we have a presentation.
Yes, so this evening we have Ms. Fulvia Shaw. She's our Executive Director of Curriculum, and one of the areas she oversees is our math department. And so she's here this evening with some of her team to do a presentation about Alvin ISD math program. Ms. Shaw?
Good evening, Board of Trustees and Superintendent Nelson. Thank you for the opportunity to share information about where we have been, where we are, and where we're going in reference to math in Alvin ISD. So our focus for today, we're going to give you a landscape and look through the 3 C's. We're going to look at curriculum, coaching, and content. When looking at curriculum, we're going to look at 10 habits that we believe and how we support those habits within our curriculum. We're also going to take a look at instructional coaching and how they support our teachers, students, and parents in our curriculum. And the last C that we will discuss for tonight will be content, where we are going to talk about the state of math by looking at STAR data for the last 3 years, as well as looking at the pathways that we offer for all of our students in Alvin ISD once they get to high school. So our first C is our math curriculum. And we believe that we provide a curriculum that encourages students to develop these 10 habits. These habits are what mathematicians do based on research compiled by Tracy Zager and several other authors. We're going to spotlight 5 of these habits and show how we address and support these habits within our curriculum. The habits that we're going to highlight are making mistakes, asking questions, connecting ideas, proving and justifying your answer, work together, and alone. One of the habits that we want to instill in our students is making mistakes in a positive and safe environment. This gives students an opportunity to discuss it and learn from it. All throughout our curriculum, we highlight instructional strategies that provide opportunity for students to analyze errors and learn from mistakes. The example that you see shown is a common mistake that our students make when they're trying to understand the distributive property. This strategy enables students to evaluate student misconceptions while also helping them overcome the fear of failure. This next strategy, we highlight asking questions. In this instructional strategy is a notice and wonder, where students analyze and ask questions about the visual that is presented to them. This routine encourages students to think deeper around a mathematical representation. Every time we ask students to solve a problem, they are encouraged to first analyze what they know and need to know before they even solve the problem. Oh. Sorry, skip the slide here. The third habit is connecting ideas for the purpose of finding relationships between various concepts, skills, or stimuli, so that learning is not done in isolation. In our curriculum, we want our students to make connections to what they already know. To borrow language from literacy instruction, we learn, we activate, and we build on our prior knowledge. We work with what students know as opposed to starting with the blank canvas. The main thing to look at this when we're looking at this illustration is that different ways that multiplication could be represented in real life. Students would also look at various illustrations and notice what is different and what is similar. The fourth habit that we want to continue to promote within our curriculum is for students to justify their answers. We ask students to justify their answers with activities like the one shown on the screen. Mathematicians proving and justifying their answers ensures that learning is understood and that that the information is able to be transferred. In math, it's not just about having the right answer, but it's also students need to be able to justify the answer in order for a deeper understanding of the content. When you think about math, you may be thinking about letters and possibly numbers. However, this activity also supports literacy as we ask students to write in all content areas. The final instructional strategy is working together and alone. All of our students receive small group instruction, and in math, we encourage students to work together and alone while teachers are pulling for small group instruction. Our curriculum provides digital resources, workstations, and independent practice tools for this to take place and in order to support the teacher to be able to pull those small groups. Both of these instructional practices help to strengthen and build students' social and verbal skills. Working independently allows students to show that they understand what is being taught. In summary, to support these habits, we provide a curriculum that is for teachers, that is written for teachers and by teachers, a curriculum that aligns with the TEKS and includes model lessons, a curriculum that features hands-on activities and manipulatives, employs research-based small group instruction, fosters flexible problem-solving skills, offers assessments, adaptive online programs, and responsive action plans, and last, continues to be updated based on performance data.
And are these habits that are introduced like K through 12, or is this just for junior high and up? How does this happen?
So there are all these instructional strategies are embedded within our curriculum K through 12. Good question. So the second C that we will focus on this evening is on instructional coaching. Our instructional coaches play a major role when it comes to our curriculum. And we are grateful that our Alvin ISD board continues to support having math instructional coaches at every campus. Math instructional coaches, again, have a huge impact on our stakeholders, which are our teachers, students, and parents. And here are some of the ways they impact our stakeholders. When they're working with teachers, they provide ongoing curriculum adjustments. They are also, our instructional coaches are the ones who facilitate our curriculum previews each grading period. Our instructional coaches also facilitate Summer Academy, which is focused on district priorities. They also model and co-teach lessons in the classrooms for our teachers. And they provide teacher feedback. Another way that they support our students is that they provide model lessons for our teachers that are reviewed with teams and tailored to the needs of our students. Our instructional coaches also work with student groups based on performance needs. And they also help to create student groups and designate materials used to support the various needs of our students. When it comes to working with parents, our instructional coaches are the liaison for our campus curriculum contact. They are the content expert for the campus. They also help to facilitate family nights, HEB events, STEM nights. And then when it comes to working with parents, they also provide additional resources that students can use at home in order to support the needs of their students. And the last C that we will focus on is content. Let's start by looking at their overall STAR data. And when you look at the overall STAR data, we have data that includes 3rd through 8th grade, including EOC. And looking at the overall STAR data, you can see that we are performing above the state in meets and masters. We also want to acknowledge our teachers in making these gains. We can see that it's evident that they're working hard to ensure our students are being successful, as well as using the curriculum to meet the needs of their learning. Let's take a closer look by looking at our elementary STAR data. In looking at our elementary STAR data, we will look at the participants who took the STAR. When we look at 3rd and 4th grade, these are all the students who were participants for 3rd and 4th grade. In 3rd and 4th grade, you can see that we are above the state in meets and masters. Then we will look at 5th grade. And looking at 5th grade, not all of our students that are accounted for in this data. And this is why you will notice that our 5th grade students are not performing above the state in meets and masters. Beginning in 5th grade, this is when our students start taking advanced mathematics classes in 5th grade, which means that we have students who take 2 years worth of TEKS all in 1 year. So our 5th graders would be taking 5th grade, learning 5th grade and 6th grade all in 1 year. And again, these students who account for approximately 40% of our students in our district are not accounted in this data.
Can you repeat that again for me, please? They're
Sure.
taking 2 years of math, yeah.
In 1 year. So those students who.
And the purpose for that is just following the state guidelines? I'm just trying to explain.
They're
understand it from a-
advanced students.
Are those
so-
map, are those map kids, or is that map or something? Or?
Well, we call them APA kids, so they qualify to be in advanced math. So it could be some of your kids that would then qualify for STEM or for MAP or gifted or things of that nature. So they're your higher kids who are performing at a higher level than on grade level in the math. And so when you pull those kids out, their scores aren't going to be in the 5th grade. They're going to be actually 6th grade because they're taking the 6th grade test, not the 5th grade. Therefore, they're not counted in the 5th grade. You're taking your top 5th graders, and now they're counting in 6th grade, not in 5th grade.
Okay, so just so I can
Does that make
say
sense?
this back. So
Okay.
in the 5th grade, if they're taking 6th grade tests, it means
Yes.
that the higher performing students in 5th grade are removed from those grades, which is why we're
Yes.
artificially looking lower.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. And it accounts for at least 40% of those students are not accounted for in this 5th grade STAR data,
Got it.
which is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
And that's the struggle. I mean, do we hold these kids back and put them in our 5th grade scores and our 5th grade scores would look great? Or do we meet the needs of each child and allow them to advance because we feel like it meets their needs, but yet our 5th grade scores suffer some because we don't have those kids in the calculation? Is that correct, Ms. Shaw?
That is correct.
So when, I'm sorry, but so when I look at like 2021, it shows that it's 32 for meets, right? 3rd graders are 32 for meets. But in the following year, they become 2022, so they jump to 44, right? Is that a good way to look at that? And then in the next year, it's 2023, so it's that same grade is being represented 3 times on this chart?
But the state will change the meets, the number each year, correct, Mr. Shaw? Mr. Shaw? They change what the standard is each year.
So, yeah, so what they do is they'll keep the scale score will remain the same, but sometimes the raw score will change. But what you're looking at is just 3 years of data for that grade level. So these are not
The same students.
a linear cohort. These are just looking at the last 3 years.
Okay, thank you.
And in '23, the test, that was the redesign of the test as well, correct? So you're not really comparing test to test? Okay.
Something else to consider, yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Right, so, but it also just suggests that a very high performing school district somewhere else would probably have very low fifth grade scores. Because
Not
most of
everyone.
theirs would be pulled out, right?
Not everyone offers APA math in fifth grade.
okay.
Some intentionally don't offer it because they don't want their scores to suffer.
Okay.
Correct? Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are what I know from my peers, but I want to make sure that's what y'all get from your peers as well
Right.
throughout the region,
Not all districts offer APA.
APA. Just like not all districts offer MAP or STEM or advanced wings and things.
All right, so let's take a look at junior high STAR data, keeping in mind that when students get to junior high, they have 3 different pathways for math, and they could be taking MAP, they could be taking APA, or they could be taking a regular grade level class. And so when we look at sixth grade and we look at our participants, the participants that are included in this data are your 5th grade APA students and your 6th grade students. So when we look at 6th grade, it looks like, or you will notice that we are meeting above the state in meets and masters. We're performing above the states in meets and masters. When we look at 7th grade, the participants that are included in this data are your 6th grade APA students and your 7th grade students. The students who are not included in this data are your 6th grade MAP and your 7th grade APA students. And therefore, when you look at 7th grade, you will notice that we are below the state in meets and masters. But then you look at 2023, we make some gains, and that is attributed to some of the curricular adjustments that we made. And then we take a look at 8th grade. In 8th grade, we have some 6th graders, we have some 7th graders, and we have some 8th graders taking this assessment. And so, as you can see, we've made significant gains in 8th grade. We are performing above the state in meets and masters. So let's take another closer look at what happens from 5th to 8th grade. Again, beginning in 5th grade, some students take an above grade level assessment, and some is about 40% of our students. Therefore, 5th and 7th grade STAR tests do not cover all learners. By 8th grade, all students are assessed, closing the gap. Now I'm going
I just want to make sure.
Yes.
I'm getting it. Okay, so that means in 6th and 7th, there could be some rocky numbers in there because of the adjustments, but by 8th grade, it should be equalized. So 8th grade is more of a genuine apples to apples number.
Yes.
Okay.
And now I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Cheryl Kerr. She's our high school curriculum coordinator who will review our STAR EOC data for the high school.
Hi, good evening. Okay, so beginning in Algebra 1, we typically, Algebra 1 EOC scores perform at or above state standards. We saw a slight dip in 2022. This was the year after our hybrid learning and COVID, but nonetheless, we still maintained or were slightly above in our meets and masters score. Last year, we began to see those gains once again in Algebra 1 STAR achievement.
I'm sorry, just
Yes.
to calibrate, Algebra 1, is that their freshman, is that the whole freshman year in high school, or is that sophomore? Or?
Could be some of our 7th graders that are in the MAP program. It can be some of our 8th graders that were on an accelerated pathway and our 9th graders in Algebra 1. Also, this data includes all of our retesters in high school that may be in a 10th or 11th grade that are retesting.
Got it, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, we attribute our progress to prioritizing small group instruction in K-12 math classrooms, providing opportunities for student discourse, as well as providing in-person professional development throughout the year for teachers. Our growth hinges on the work of our content-specific instructional coaches who serve as liaisons between curriculum and campus communication and implementation. Okay, beyond STAR. So STAR testing in mathematics ends with Algebra 1 EOC. After, students have several opportunities to deepen their mathematics education tailored to their preferred graduation endorsement. High school graduation endorsements encompass a wide range of career development opportunities and as a result require an equally vast selection of math courses. Accordingly, in regards to high school courses, our department strives to continuously update and expand high school math course offerings. We currently offer 13 unique courses in addition to dual enrollment courses. We strive to serve all learners from those with unfinished learning to advanced learners. We work to ensure college, career, or military readiness for all students. The courses listed are currently being offered in Alvin ISD at all 4 comprehensive high schools. The 2 courses noted by the asterisks will be offered beginning this upcoming school year. AP Pre-Calculus will take the place of what was formerly APA Pre-Calculus, and then we are adding strategic learning for high school math.
So quick question,
Yes.
is trigonometry pre-calculus or is that something else?
Trigonometry is in geometry and pre-calculus.
Okay.
To guide students, we provide recommended course sequences based on a variety of student needs and endorsements. Additionally, we provide recommendations for our students who begin taking high school math courses in junior high. The course mentioned previous strategic learning in high school math. To better serve our students with unfinished learning entering 9th grade, next year we will introduce an elective support course that complements Algebra 1. This course is designed to assist students who struggled with the math in junior high. And then our dual enrollment courses. The following is a complete list of math courses from our crosswalk with Alvin Community College divided by potential endorsement pathways. We offer an equal number in the STEM and non-STEM as well as those that are considered electives. Concluding this summary report, I will now turn it over to Fulvia Shaw for final remarks.
So as we wrap up today's presentation, I want to highlight our path moving forward. We are committed to cultivating the 10 habits of mathematicians, and will continue to support our teachers through collaboration with our math instructional coaches to enhance our curriculum. This upcoming school year, we will also deepen our initial instruction efforts through our 24-25 summer academies, and our coordinators, along with our math instructional coaches, will strive for vertical alignment by integrating the principles from the resource Math Pact across all grade levels. This cohesive approach ensures that our students receive a consistent and high-quality math education from kindergarten through high school. Once again, thank you to our school board for your commitment to providing resources needed for the success of our math program in Alvin ISD. But before we close out, I do want to acknowledge our fearless curriculum coordinators that are joining us this evening. And we will start by introducing our elementary curriculum coordinator, Kim Elliott.
Yay, Kim.
We also have joining us our junior high curriculum coordinator, Rachel Sanders. And our high school curriculum coordinator, Dr. Cheryl Kerr. They are the backbone to our curriculum department, and we truly appreciate all their hard work to support, again, our parents, our teachers, and our students across our district. Thank you.
Hey, that was really informative. I appreciate you putting this together and walking us through it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? Thank you very much. Great presentation. Thank you.
Ms. Shaw, real quick. So, Ms. Elliott, how many years have you been doing this?
I've been in Alvin for 24 years.
Okay.
But this is 15 of the
15, and then Ms. Sanders, Rachel?
Been in Alvin for 15, this is year 11 in this position.
Okay, and then Dr. Kerr, Cheryl? I know, you
17, 9 in this.
wow, it's amazing. And it shows with your expertise in the area, so thank you. Thank you, Ms. Shaw.
Thank you. I'd have one,
Okay,
sorry,
sure.
if it's not too late.
No,
It's easy.
never do.
Information is great. I love that, the data and that you all provided, so I appreciate that. I'm always drawn to the areas like, just like the literacy program, we do a great job at getting 60 to 80% of our kids where they need to be and surpassing the state. I'm always interested in what we could do to support you all for the kids that just need a little bit more help, right? And if that's giving the parents more resources, just like we know some kids don't have access to books or literacy opportunities at home. From a mathematics standpoint, is there anything else that we can be helping our parents or the community with to get these kids that are just need a little bit more help? What would you all suggest that we can try to advocate for? If you can answer it, you don't have to answer.
I've seen the one program where y'all adding in on the math for the kids who struggle, the last,
Yes, strategic learning.
I'm only going to speak for high school. At high school, we have a pretty fleshed out website that parents can go to for help, but we also encourage all high school teachers, any tutorials that they attend any teacher. So if your teacher is not there, somebody else can help you. So
Okay.
it's a vast course selection, but all teachers teach multiple preps and should know all courses.
No.
And that strategic learning course is the one that you guys approved like.
Yep, right.
That's
awesome.
Supported us with that.
I know,
It's a co-requisite, right? So they take it in conjunction, which research shows anytime a student is struggling to offer not co-curricular, but where you take the classes at the same time, the same semester, to get that extra repetition is greatly more effective, yeah.
That particular course also addresses things like study habits, sleeping habits, learning skills. It's really the whole child and not just math.
Love that.
the other thing
Very
with
good.
elementary, I know that a lot of you do the family nights and you model different types of techniques for parents when they're there on how to work with their students. I've seen that as well. Junior high does as well, Ms. Sanders said.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
all right. Next, we're in the open forum session, and no one has signed up, so we'll move on to consent agenda items. Do we have let me see here. Do we have a motion to approve consent agenda items A through K as presented?
So moved.
By trustee Selsky, second by trustee Harris. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. Next, we have request to consider approval of interlocal cooperation agreement for collection of taxes for Alvin ISD.
So Board Alvin ISD has historically engaged Brazoria County Tax Assessor Collector to serve as the entity responsible for collecting local property taxes in accordance with applicable state laws and terms adopted by the Alvin ISD Board of Trustees. In light of recent legislative changes, the board is being asked to continue this relationship by authorizing an updated interlocal cooperation agreement for collection of taxes between Alvin ISD and Brazoria County Assessor Collector.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the interlocal cooperation agreement as presented?
So moved.
By trustee Peterson,
Second.
second by trustee Harris. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. All right, next we have requested canvass May 4th, 2024 Alvin ISD trustee election results and certified election returns.
So Board, Ms. McWhirter received these results. The canvassing board met, and official results are as followed. In the race for trustee position 1, Albert A.J. Johnson III received 65.12% of the vote, which was 2,306 votes. Millard Norris received 34.88% of the vote, which was 1,235 votes. Albert A.J. Johnson III received the majority votes cast. In the race for trustee position 2, Corey Scott received 57.5% of the vote, which was 1,990 votes. Travis Bolts received 42.5, or 0.5% of the votes, which was 1,471 votes. Corey Scott received the majority of the votes cast. In the race for trustee position 3, Danielle Sweeney received 45.71% of the vote, which was 1,597 votes. Dixie Jones received 36.06% of the vote, which was 1,260 votes. Rebecca Zavala received 18.23% of the vote, which was 637 votes. Danielle Sweeney received the majority of the votes cast. In the race for trustee position 7, Gabe Garza received 61% of the vote, which was 2,185 votes. Sharada Campbell Roberts received 39% of the vote, which was 1,397 votes. Gabe Garza received the majority of the votes cast. And then, of course, you have the attached results.
All right, I'm looking for my exact wording that I need to do this. I apologize for this.
So you need a motion to accept.
Yes. I need a motion to accept the canvas as presented
So moved.
by trustee Selsky. We have a second by trustee Scott. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. All right, next we will go on to request to consider approval of teacher appraisal calendar.
So board, each year, Alvin ISD creates a local appraisal calendar included in the teacher local appraisal system within the District of Innovation. Every year, a new teacher appraisal calendar is created and presented to the board for information, but does not require board approval. The calendar is then sent to the appraisers and the teacher, but we are recommending that you approve this appraisal calendar.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the appraisal calendar as presented?
So
By
moved.
trustee Peterson, we have a second by trustee Johnson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. Next, we have request to consider approval of employment of personnel.
So board, attached are recommendations for contract position for the 24-25 school year. And there's several positions here: teachers, music teachers, dance teachers, all types of teachers, which is great.
All right. So do we have a motion of approval be granted for requested personnel items as presented?
So moved.
By trustee Harris, second by trustee Johnson. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Oh, I had a comment. I just wanted to thank our HR department because we're getting some really phenomenal teachers from other districts, some that even have been principals and now are going into the classroom. So good job.
Yes, they've been,
Yes.
yeah, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All right, all in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. All right. This is what we're ready for now. Request to consider approval of administrative appointments.
Okay, so board, before I start with the list of them, right? I don't want anybody to hear something and go, wait a minute, where did my AP go? Some of our sitting assistant principals have requested a different school or change, not a specific school, but just, hey, I'd like a change, work under a different leader, learn some different techniques. So if you hear your school and you're thinking, where did my AP go? They know they've been contacted. So it's not like we're moving anyone because we want to. It's because it was requested. Okay, so first, let's start with Red Duke Elementary. So we have a recommendation, or I have a recommendation for Mr. Jason Juneau. Jason is currently serving Pasadena ISD in his first year as a sixth grade teacher at Keller Middle School. He previously served 8 years as a fourth grade teacher at Jessup Elementary School. In 2015, he was elected New Teacher of the Year for Pasadena ISD. Jason has over 9 years of experience in education. He receives his bachelor's in animation and graphic design from Sam Houston State and his master's in educational administration from Lamar. So I'm recommending that the board consider Mr. Juneau to be assistant principal at Red Duke Elementary with Ms. Hall.
Do we have a motion to approve Mr. Jason Juneau as assistant principal at Red Duke Elementary? By trustee Scott, have a second by trustee Johnson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Jason, will you please stand? No, so Jason, and you're welcome to come to the mic, but we're going to take your picture after. But what I will ask, he wants to say hello to his new principal. So what I will ask Jason is if you'll introduce the guests that you brought with you this evening.
Hi, I'm Jason Juneau. So I'm looking forward to serving Ms. Hall and working for this district. I'm very proud to take this next step. These are my two sons. This is Kenneth and Ethan.
Kenneth and Ethan, welcome. So are your parents here?
My parents, yes.
Can you introduce them real quick?
Absolutely. So my mom, Julie Juneau, and my dad, Mitch.
Congratulations. Looking forward to having you here in Alvin ISD. And I will say, Mom, that he spoke a lot of you during the interview. So he really admires and looks up to you and takes your advice. She told him he needed to look in Alvin. Hey. Mom works for a neighboring district. I'll just say that.
I mentioned my dad a little bit.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, next up, Mary Merrick Elementary. Mr. Brown has been very patient with us. He's done a great job at Mary Merrick Elementary, but it's time. He needs some help out there. So the committee's recommending to me, and I'm making recommendation to the board, that Kirsten Haregrove, who's currently serving Alvin ISD in her third year as mathematics instructional coach, don't get me here, math teacher, at Hoodcase Elementary.
hard.
I know. We tend to take them. She previously taught 5 years at Savannah Lakes Elementary. In 2020, Kirsten was named Teacher of the Year. She has also completed the Future Administrator Academy here in Alvin ISD. She has over 8 years of experience, all of those being in Alvin ISD. She has her interdisciplinary study from Stephen F. Austin State University. And her master's in educational leadership from Stephen F. Austin University. So I'm asking for board consideration that Kirsten Haregrove be named assistant principal for Mary Merrick Elementary.
All right, do we have a motion to approve Ms. Kirsten Haregrove as assistant principal at Mary Merrick Elementary?
So moved.
So moved. By trustee Johnson, second by trustee Harris. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Kirsten, if you'll please stand. Kirsten will stand. Kirsten, where's Kirsten? There she is. Kirsten, did you bring guests this evening? Awesome. Congratulations. Okay, next up, we have Miss Laura Langford, and we're recommending her for Passmore Elementary as assistant principal. Laura is currently serving Alvin ISD in her 9th year as reading instructional coach at Mark Twain Elementary. She previously taught. Now, Miss Landry, you told us she's going to be great, so don't be upset we're taking her. Okay. She previously taught for 6 years at Mark Twain Elementary. In 2020, Laura was named Teacher of the Year. She has over 15 years of experience in education, all of these being in Alvin ISD. She has her bachelor's in interdisciplinary studies from University of Houston Clear Lake and her master's in educational management from University of Houston Clear Lake. So I'm asking the board's consideration for Laura Langford as assistant principal at Passmore Elementary.
All right, do we have a motion to approve Laura Langford as assistant principal at Passmore Elementary?
So moved.
Trustee Selsky, we have a second.
Second.
By trustee Scott, I'm sorry. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Laura? So can you introduce your husband and your parents? Congratulations. Awesome. Next up is Jackie Caffey Junior High. School Assistant Principal recommendation is Ms. Chantel Octave. Chantel's currently serving as her 5th year as instructional coach at Nolan Ryan Junior High. She previously served A-Leaf Independent School District for 3 years as instructional leader at Miller Intermediate School. Prior to her time in public schools, she was managing principal for 4 years at Nehemiah Middle School at the Nehemiah Center. Chantel has over 12 years of experience in education, 5 of those being in Alvin ISD. She received her bachelor's in political science from Louisiana Tech, I almost said Louisiana State University, Louisiana Tech University, and her Master's of Education in Curriculum and Instruction from Western Governors University. So I'm asking for consideration for Chantel Octave serving as Assistant Principal at Jackie Caffey Junior High.
Do we have a motion to approve Ms. Chantel Octave as Assistant Principal at Jackie Cappy Junior High? By Trustee Scott, second by Trustee Harris. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Chantel, can you introduce the guests you brought with you this evening?
I have my husband, Shannon Octave, and my 2 sons, Shannon Jr. and Shannon.
Congratulations. Very excited. Same thing, Dr. Green can't be upset because she sings your praises, so. Okay, next up, we have Iowa Colony High School Assistant Principal. This is an additional position because we'll be adding seniors next year. Our recommendation is Ms. Crystal Tate. Crystal is currently serving Brazosport Independent School District as in her 3rd year as an assistant principal at Brazoswood, she calls it Bewood, High School. She previously served Alvin ISD at Manville High School for 5 years as an ESL liaison and 3 years as a teacher. She also served 4 years in A-Leaf as a teacher. Crystal has over 15 years of experience in education, 8 of those being here in Alvin ISD. She received her bachelor's in English from Texas Southern University and her master's degree in educational leadership from Grand Canyon University. So I'm asking for consideration for Ms. Tate to be assistant principal at Iowa Colony High School.
Do we have a motion to approve Ms. Crystal Tate as Assistant Principal at Iowa Colony High School?
So moved.
By Trustee Johnson, second by Trustee Peterson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Okay, so can I have her stand, please? Okay, Crystal, will you please introduce anyone you brought? Thank you. Congratulations. Look forward to you coming back to Alvin ISD. Next up, we have Assistant Principal for Ronald McNair Junior High School, and the recommendation is Juliana, we call her Julie Walker. Julie is currently serving her 4th year as an assistant principal at Hughes Road Elementary School in Dickinson, where she previously served 3 years as an academic coach. She began her teaching career in Alvin ISD as a teacher for a year at Walt Disney, 5 years at Fairview Junior High as a teacher coach, 2 years at Alvin High School as a teacher coach, and 1 year at Manville Junior High as the athletic coordinator. Julie has over 17 years of experience in education, 9 of them in Alvin ISD. She received her bachelor's degree in education from Lindenwood University and her master's in education of administration from Lamar University. So I'm asking for consideration for Juliana Walker for assistant principal at Ronald McNair Junior High.
All right. Do we have a motion for Ms. Julie Walker as Assistant Principal at Ronald McNair Junior High?
So moved.
By Trustee Harris. We have a second by Trustee Johnson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Julie? Did you bring, I see your husband. Welcome back. And Justin's a counselor for us in Alvin ISD. So thank you, Justin.
All right. Next, we have request to consider approval of administrative appointment, Principal, Walt Disney Elementary.
Okay, board, so the committee interviewed and they made a recommendation, and Dr. Valdez and I did the second round, and we are recommending Ms. Devin De La Garza, she currently serves as an assistant principal at Walt Disney Elementary. She previously served at James Red Duke Elementary for 3 years as a math instructional coach, 2 years at Walt Disney Elementary as a teacher, and 11 years at Mary Merrick Elementary as a teacher. Devin has 19 years of experience in education, all of them here in Alvin ISD. She received her bachelor's in interdisciplinary studies at University of Houston and her master's in educational management from University of Houston Clear Lake. So I'm asking for consideration of Ms. Devin De La Garza for principal for Walt Disney.
All right, do we have a motion to approve Ms. Devin De La Garza as principal of Walt Disney Elementary?
So moved.
By trustee Peterson, second by trustee Scott. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Devin, did you bring guests? Okay. Congratulations. Yeah.
Come on in, honey.
Congratulations.
Next, we have request to consider approval of administrative appointment, Principal Glen York Elementary.
So board, she was before y'all not too long ago, and she's just done amazing jobs for us and done whatever we've needed for her to step up. And so my recommendation to the board is Donnie Walters. She's currently serving Alvin ISD as the assistant principal at Meridiana Elementary. Previously, she served us as 2 years as coordinator of special ed for elementary and junior high campuses. She was 2 years at Bell Sanchez Elementary. She helped open Bell Sanchez as assistant principal, 3 years as an assistant principal at Nolan Ryan Junior High, as well as 4 years at Fairview as a special ed teacher department chair. Prior to her time with Alvin ISD, she taught 2 years at Dowling Middle School in Houston. She has 14 years of experience, 12 of those being here in Alvin ISD. She received her bachelor's in sociology from Smith College in Massachusetts and her master's in educational leadership from the University of St. Thomas. So recommendation, board for consideration, is Ms. Donnie Walters for principal of Glen York Elementary.
All right, do we have a motion to approve Ms. Donnie Walters as principal of Glen York Elementary?
So moved.
By trustee Harris, we have a second by trustee Johnson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
So Donnie, introduce your guests, even though we know them. Go ahead and introduce them.
So I got Raymond Walters, my husband, with me, our 2-year-old Ross, 10-year-old Reed, and 7-year-old Reed.
Aw.
All my Alvin ISD family.
Aw, congratulations. I think we woke Ross. Was Ross sleeping or about to go to sleep? We woke him up. Sorry, Ross.
Next, we have request to consider approval of administrative appointment, Principal Harvey Junior High.
Okay, so board, our recommendation for our principal for Harvey Junior High is Mr. Randy Teal. He's currently serving as his 7th year as assistant principal at Harvey Junior High. He previously served Alvin Junior High for 7 years as a science teacher, 2 years as a science instructional coach. During his time at Alvin Junior High, he was the C-Perch coordinator for Alvin ISD. He was an educational consultant for Rice University Accelerated Learning. Randy has over 16 years of experience in education, all of them being in Alvin ISD. And I will say, even without being C-Perch coordinator, he still comes and volunteers and shows up and helps with all of his knowledge. Randy received his bachelor's degree in biology from the University of Houston Clear Lake and his master's of curriculum and instruction from the University of Houston. So asking the board for consideration for Mr. Randy Teal to serve as principal at Harvey Junior High.
All right, do we have a motion to approve Mr. Randy Teal as Harvey Junior High School Principal?
So
By trustee Scott, second by trustee Peterson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
So Randy, you want to introduce your guests that you brought? Congratulations, family.
All right, next we have request to consider approval of administrative appointment, principal at Iowa Colony Junior High.
So Board, our recommendation this evening is Miss Christy Kennard. She's currently serving Alvin ISD in her first year as associate principal at Manville High School. She previously served Alvin High School for 4 years as an assistant principal, 3 years as a teacher. Christy also taught for 2 years at Dr. James Red Duke Elementary School. She began her teaching career in Sci-Fair. Teaching for a year at Walker Elementary and 2 years at Dean Intermediate. Christy has over 13 years of experience in education, 10 of those here in Alvin ISD. She received a bachelor's degree in childhood education from Angelo State and a master's of educational leadership from Lamar University. So I'm asking for the board's consideration for Christy Kennard to serve as the principal at Iowa Colony Junior High School.
All right, do we have a motion to approve Christy Kennard as principal of Iowa Colony Junior High School?
So moved.
Trustee Selski, do we have a second? Trustee Scott, any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
So Christy, can you introduce the row of green of your family? That's very sad. Aw.
So I have Alyssa with us. I have an amazing sister who spent 25 years as a junior high math teacher. Career. She's my hero. And then I have my amazing husband, and then my son Isaac, Lydia, Josiah, Eden, and Miriam.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right. Last but not least, request to consider approval of administrative appointment, principal, Rodeo Palms Junior High.
So, team, family, you'll know this person as Dr. Tony Taylor. Dr. Tony Taylor is currently serving his 7th year as assistant principal at Shadow Creek High School. Prior to his time with Alvin ISD, he served 2 years with Dickinson ISD as a CTE teacher and a coach, 4 years with Alief ISD as a CTE teacher and a coach, and 1 year with Cedar Hill ISD as a CTE teacher and a coach. 1 year with Dallas ISD as a teacher and coach. He has over 15 years of experience in education, 7 of those being in Alvin ISD. Tony received his bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism from Northwestern State University, his master's of education degree in instructional technology from America Intercontinental University, and his doctorate of education degree in educational administration from Capella University. And I will tell you that when we were doing his interview, he talked about the impact that educators had on his career and the path that he's taken. So thank you, Dr. Taylor, for sharing that. My recommendation to the board for consideration for principal at Rodeo Palms Junior High is Dr. Tony Taylor. They have to vote first.
Wait. Do we have a motion to approve Dr. Tony Taylor as Rodeo Palms Junior High School principal?
So moved.
Trustee Peterson, a second by Trustee Johnson. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Dr. Taylor, will you introduce your guests?
I have my whole Sharks family here to support me, and plus all my friends and family from Alvin ISD, and of course my lovely, wonderful wife.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to tell all of y'all new, make sure you stay over because y'all all are going to take a lot of pictures.
Lots of pictures.
All right, at this time, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
By Trustee Peterson. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. We are adjourned.